Is there such a thing as a pastel that doesn't smudge? I didn't think so either until I tried this. What I discovered turned into one of the most relaxing and enjoyable ways I've ever painted in a sketchbook. Won't you join me as I share this amazing discovery? Welcome, artists, to Monet Cafe Studio, and this video that's going to be a revelation, at least for me, and maybe to many of you. If you've followed my channel, you probably know that I work primarily in soft pastels. And if you're a subscriber, you probably also know many of the amazing benefits of soft pastels. They are the most brilliant in color of any medium. I also love the fact that you can hold these earthy sticks of color and paint with them with your hands without the need for any solvents or brushes. But you probably also know that there's a couple of slight disadvantages, and I hear about these in the comments of my videos often. One is dust, and I have lots of simple ways to control the dust. I don't have a problem with it. I'll have to make a video about that. And another is the fact that soft pastel paintings, when they're complete, my most popular comment is, how do you protect these paintings? And I have easy and very practical ways to protect paintings. I've talked about that a lot. But my pet peeve is the fact that with soft pastel paintings, if you want to work in a journal, and I love journaling, you have to protect the pages in between. They're going to smear and rub in between the pages. If you have a painting on each side, or even if you don't, it'll smear on the opposite side. So for years, I have wished there was a way that you could paint in journals with a soft pastel product that would not smear or smudge. Now, the product I'm going to be sharing in this video, it's strange. It's called Neocolor II water-soluble wax pastels. Now that is a doozy of a name. And what's different about them is they're called wax pastels, but they're not dusty like pastels. They're kind of waxy. I think you're going to be fascinated at how you can use these. And I just had to get this set. It's their new 84 set. Now these are not inexpensive, I'm just going to tell you. But I've had my little 40 set here for years. Oh my goodness. And I will share with you how I typically use them, but I've never used them in this way before. And I'm excited about doing some journaling in a black sketchbook with a pastel product that you're just not going to believe. All right, let's get started. Let's get this product information out of the way so we can start painting. I saw another artist channel where she was using a black sketchbook and using these Neocolor II wax pastels. So I found this sketchbook. It wasn't the one that she used, but this one on Amazon. It is really affordable, and I'm going to talk more about how much I love this as I paint. And there's 3 different sizes. I chose this tall one where when you open it, it's quite wide. You could do a whole panoramic image on this, but the sheets they're thicker than copy paper, not quite as thick as cardstock. Very smooth, but these wax pastels apply beautifully to them. I also like how it lays pretty flat, so you can just lay it down and paint across the entire spread. This is my precious little 40 set of Neocolor II wax pastels, and now I want to show you real quick how I have always used this product. And I apologize for the grainy video. I just did a screen recording here, but I typically use these for underpaintings. The marks that you see on the page are the Neocolor wax pastels, and look how they just burst into color when you add water. So I'm always amazed at this product, and this video will be no exception. I'm amazed at how I'm going to use them for this lesson, but just look at this color. It's just gorgeous. And this happened to be a lesson where I did 2 paintings at once. One was on watercolor paper and one was on a professional soft pastel paper. But again, can't brag enough about Neocolor II wax pastels. They're so fun, and obviously you can use them in multiple ways. I know I'm going to get comments about this, so I thought I would just go ahead and cover this. Again, this is my little used 40 set. All of the paintings I did that I'll share in this lesson are with that set, but I couldn't resist because I loved this newly discovered technique so much. I wanted to go ahead and get their 84 set. Now, I was curious, are my 40 colors in my first set already in this 84 set? then this is what I wanted to share with you guys. No, there were quite a few colors from my 40 set that are not in the 84 set. So if you have the 40 set and you're thinking, well, it's just going to be a repeat of some of the same colors, no, your 40 set has some unique colors, such as these reds and the browns that I had I can't pick these up, that I had shown before. So you're going to get lots of colors if you have both sets. As I mentioned in the intro, these are pretty pricey. They last a long time, obviously. I've had mine for years, but I want to share some alternatives for the artist on a budget, which I'm raising my hand. I'm still on a budget. These are Prismacolor new pastels. They're great for sketching in sketchbooks. Of course, pastel pencils also are great for sketching in sketchbooks. And I recently discovered that the pastels I've reviewed in one of my previous videos, a few videos back, these Light Wish pastels, I absolutely love them. They're great for sketching in sketchbooks. And as much as I have loved painting and sketching with soft pastels in journals or sketchbooks, they will not allow you to do what these Neocolor II wax pastels will do. So you need to stay tuned to the end where you see my test to see if there's any smudging at all. I'll have all of the links for these products in the description of this video, but for your convenience, on my Amazon shop, I've made a little idea list with all of the products I've talked about from this video. You can just click that to find them if you happen to be an Amazon Prime member, and it's just a convenient way to find them. But keep in mind, if you buy the Light Wish pastels on the Light Wish website, I have a coupon code you can use. It's Susan12, and you'll get 12% off. All right, now we have that done. Let's paint. I've got to show you how fascinated I am with this product and technique. The reference image is from unsplash.com. I will have a copy of this link in the description of this post and also on my Patreon post. I'm going to use a pastel pencil to make a sketch, and I realized it did not show up a lot. I didn't want to use white, so I didn't include the sketching portion of this. And here's my little set. Again, I only used this set for these paintings you'll see in this video, not my brand new 84 set. So it's going to look a little lackluster to begin with, but I was testing. This is absolutely the first time I've ever tried this, and I was doubting it right away. I am speeding this up because I've got two paintings I'm going to share in this video, and you can always slow this down on YouTube. And I wanted to talk more about the whole amazing process and final result, more than just talking through the whole, nuts and bolts of how to paint. So I'm now using, I first used kind of a brownish color, and now I'm using this little mustardy color. Mine, I have all the labels off, obviously, of these wax pastels, but they get a little weird looking when you add a lot of water and stuff to them. So that's why they look a little funny, but they still apply great. Now, this is a little, almost like a neutral green color. And some of the colors, they don't show up really well on the black paper, but it all comes together at the end. Trust me, if you've never painted or sketched on a black surface, it's kind of backwards in thinking about values. And I'm setting this portion to real time because I wanted to show you. I was, again, kind of doubting the vibrancy of the Neocolor II wax pastel. So I grabbed one of the Prismacolor new pastel sticks that I've done lots of sketching with these in sketchbooks. They will smudge a little, not as bad as some other pastels, but see how vibrant it is? I was like, wow, this is really much more vibrant. Maybe these Neocolor II wax pastels aren't going to work all that well. So I applied a little bit of this bright green, and then I switched back to the Neocolor pastels. And lo and behold, the first few colors I had chosen just happened to be darker colors because some of these colors are really showing up great. So if you see a little teeny one in my hand, it's because I break them often. When I'm doing my underpainting, sometimes I'll just do a smaller area. So I'll break the pastels. All of my pastels I typically break. So this is another of the Neocolor II wax pastels. Look how bright this one is on the black paper. Now, I will share with you, I would suggest doing a little sketch before you start this because it looks really nice if you sketch and leave a little black almost border around, like your trees. I left a little black. In other words, I'm not painting this blue of the sky right up next to the tree trunk. I'm leaving a little black edge, and it really looks nice when you're complete. And I will have a slower version, probably real time on my Patreon page. My third painting is one that I'd like to do in real time. Patrons, I'm going to be sharing that with you and talk to you more about the technique of sketching on black and some of the ways you have to mentally think backwards because of the dark values are already there, in other words. All right, so here's more of these little Neocolor II wax pastels, and the vibrancy is really starting to show up. Another thing I wanted to share exuberantly, is that a word? Is how relaxing this is. I just totally enjoyed this. I put on some music knowing I would do a voiceover. And it's like I forgot the moment of where I was, what all problems in life were. And I just enjoyed this. The time flew by so quickly. And another thing I realized is there's two other things I want to share. One was how much I love sketching and drawing. I love drawing and sketching. And while, yes, the final of this would still, to me, is considered a painting, the thing that I realized after I'd been painting a little while, how it's different than my typical way of painting with soft pastels is you may notice I'm hardly doing any layering. These are little marks that are just gestural, little often punctuated linear marks, and not always linear. Sometimes you'll see me, I get a little squiggly with the second one, but they're not overly layered. I have a little bit like this one here, but a lot of it is just marks next to marks. And that is different than my traditional soft pastel paintings where I do a lot of layering and a little bit of blending. I didn't do any blending in this. So I think that's what adds to the fun aspect or final result of this is it's just really colorful, a bit whimsical and fun. Oh, this is where I tested my Prismacolor new pastels. I wasn't getting the vibrancy of pink with my Neocolor II wax pastels. So I tried my Prismacolor new pastels. They were a little bit more vibrant. You'll be able to see those here in just a second. Right here, you can see, wow, those pinks from the new pastels really do show up. But as I said, this first painting, my experimental painting here, was the only one where I used any of the Prismacolor pastels. And I didn't even use many in this painting. Now I'm back to sketching again with my little pastel pencil. I just wanted to get in my little marks of where things are. It's almost like you're filling in the little shapes and things with this. So that's why I recommend doing a little sketch. You don't have to be perfect with your sketch, but it gives you a little bit of a roadmap. Oh, and I wanted to also mention that this concept of how I sketched out the vertical portrait format that I'm doing here, I would say it's probably about a 6x8 size, I'm just guessing, was because I just wanted to do some vertical paintings. So I decided on each of the pages of the black pad to do 2 of them. So that's what I did for this one and the rest of them. Now, a quick little station break. I'm making this video available to both my Patreon page and my YouTube channel, but if you've ever wanted to get more from my lessons, I would love for you to join my Patreon family. We have so much fun. We have game challenges, prizes, and my favorite part is I get to see your work. I do have a coupon code available until July 31st, 2026. It's 50% off the first month. Now, it's only $5 a month, but every little bit of savings helps, right? All right, I'll have all of that in the description of this video. So again, this just felt like a little fun drawing adventure. I can truly say I haven't had this much fun painting in a long time. Now, I do love painting, but you know, with this art business, a lot of it is about doing things in a way so that others can see the process. And I'm thinking all the time about how am I going to approach this or techniques and all that goes with creating lessons. But this was just an experiment for me. I was just playing and having fun. And it reminded me a little bit of the artistic meditation series that I have on my Patreon page. It's literally just a chance to relax and paint and break out of patterns and boxes we place ourselves in as artists. This would be a great little example of an artistic meditation lesson. And I want to stress again to leave some of those little black spaces. Remember, the black of the paper is your dark. So it's opposite. If you are working on a white surface, you have to add your dark. Oh, and here's something else I wanted to share. I did pull out another brand of pastel to try. It was this Light Wish pastel. And I discovered, which didn't surprise me, they don't layer well at all over the wax pastels. Why is that? Because the wax pastels are wax. You can get a little bit of layering if you use the same wax pastel product, but not when you add a soft pastel over a wax pastel. So I switched back to my wax pastels and finished the painting. I'm getting in a little bit of this lighter kind of mustardy color wax pastel, and I'm going to zoom in here so you can see a bit more of the texture and linear mark making and just that fun little whimsical style of just little marks. Again, it's so fun. And now let me zoom in even closer so you can really get a feel for the color and the really fun energy of this painting style. Now, I'm going to show you all 4 of them that I've already completed, and I will have over my Patreon page a separate full tutorial with the other paintings. But I now want to show you what I promised you, which is how these wax pastels have absolutely zero smudging. You do not have to worry about having a journal and protecting the pages with glassine or tracing paper. You can literally paint on the pages and close your sketchbook with zero worries. And these 2 paintings here of the moon and the one to the right of it, the mountain scene, will be full lessons on my Patreon page. And now I'm showing all 4 of them completed on the full spread. And I find myself just going back to this journal and opening it up because I just love the color and the energy, and especially the fact that I don't have to worry about any pastel smearing or smudging. All right, everyone, I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Please leave me a comment. Let me know if you enjoyed this. Give this video a like, become a patron, become part of our beautiful Patreon family. And as always, God bless and happy painting.